Alright, sci-fi. We are just moving on to the next step, and some of you guys have already started this part. Last time we said we're working on a presentation, and this is a small one to get us practiced for future presentations that'll be bigger with more research and things. And you're going to choose a story you like, sci-fi, book, movie, series, game, comic, something like that. And first you'll tell us what happens, and this, when I list numbers, it doesn't mean one slide for each of these. This might take 2 or 3, and it's better to spread it out rather than having one giant slide with 5 pictures and 2 paragraphs crammed on. You want to give them room to breathe, and there's no reason to limit your slides. 2, tell us about the sci-fi stuff, and it might have multiple, but give us the key. So for example, if it was Star Wars, you wouldn't have to mention every little device they have, but you would say, okay, this is about faster than light travel, going to lots of different planets, and oh, by the way, we have lightsabers. Those are probably the 2 big ones. Maybe the Death Star if you're talking about one of the movies that has a Death Star in it. And then 3, is it real science or is it more of a conceptual, cool idea kind of thing? Either one is fine, but it's nice to make the distinction. And 4, what makes it special? What makes it stand out to you, and why do you love this thing? It might be the character, it might be the way that it uses science to create a new view of something we see every day. It might be, if it's a movie, it might be the visuals. If it's a game, it might be the way it plays is unique, or whatever it turns out to be. Give us some specifics. And then what's the message? It's sort of, I don't want to overanalyze, but often sci-fi is a way to show how you feel or how you think about something in real life by using a metaphor, a bigger version of what we have. So often, for example, stories about time travel usually end up being about love and fate and sort of people who are desperately trying to avoid some outcome, and then they end up learning that they have to accept it or have to learn to live with the universe in some way. That's not always the case. Sometimes it's just whiz-bang colorful lasers, but it's often how it goes. And stories about aliens are very, very often about culture and seeing things in new ways and things like that. So that one was just asking you to kind of list your ideas. This one is make a slideshow where you start to put it on Google presentation or some other thing if you like. Don't have to finish it today, not at all, but take some time and organize these things. Avoid big paragraphs of text. We're going for bullets, images. Once along the way, maybe a video clip if that's part of it, and really try to keep in mind that this is going to be a presentation. You're going to speak, so if you have a million details, you don't have to put all those on the screen. You can put the big picture, and then when you're saying it, you can say, oh, by the way, here's an example of what I mean. Here's another way that it comes up, and make it look nice and clean and not cluttered. But when you speak, you can add whatever you like. So there you go. Nothing huge, just the next step in where we're going.